Hey everyone, it's STIRRUPLEATHER. Anyway, I meant to have a Valentine's Day review out yesterday, but wanna know how far I got? I finished the script. So anyway, I thought I would just do a quick video about my post-movie thoughts on the Lego Batman movie. So yeah, the Lego Batman movie. It was a good movie. I mean, it had plenty of parts that made me laugh really hard. So yeah, it's sort of the semi-sequel to the Lego movie, and I loved the Lego movie. I would consider it probably the best, probably the second best movie of 2014, or whenever it came out. So yeah, and the Lego Batman movie is like sort of its quote-unquote sequel or whatever. And there's a lot of great things about this movie. It's also like the first movie of 2017 I was really looking forward to. Like, I've got a list of several movies that were coming out this year that I was just looking forward to, and like Lego Batman movie was the first one. So, yeah, and I liked it and all, but I couldn't help but feel that it was just a little bit inferior to the Lego movie, and there are several reasons for that. So, the movie is all about Batman, and it's based on his appearance in the Lego movie. However, this movie isn't really directly connected with the Lego movie. It's just, like, same character style and same animation style. But the thing is, Batman was perfect in the Lego movie, and his character in that movie doesn't really have the necessary requirements to carry a movie all on his own. He worked because of the way the other characters perceived him and stuff. And as such, he's still funny and stuff like that. He's just not as good as he was in the Lego movie. Furthermore, this movie is heavily based in the DC universe, and it's much less crossover-y at the beginning. But there are a lot of more crossovers towards the end. And that caught me off guard, and granted, I was pretty happy about, because the crossovers in the Lego movie were great, and one of the things that was most awesome about that movie, well, I mean, everything was awesome, but yeah, the crossovers in this movie definitely caught me off guard, and they were a very pleasant surprise. There were a couple of things in this movie that were a little out of place, and I felt dragged down the movie a bit, and the best part of this movie, in my opinion, was the opening that features a whole bunch of that features the Joker and a whole bunch of like Z-grade DC villains attacking Gotham, and that's a lot of fun and stuff. And one thing that I thought was kind of interesting about this movie was, like, from the visual aesthetic, it looked like it was meant to heavily parody like the Frank Miller Batman works. Like, Joker has this absurdly long petticoat, and Robin looks almost exactly like the Frank Miller Robin in The Dark Knight Returns, from what I've seen, with like the nerdy glasses and the haircut. But now granted, I haven't read much of the Frank Miller Batman stuff, because, you know, it's Frank Miller. But I got the sense that, like, some of that angle was dropped later on in the movie. But I could be mistaken, I don't know. But yeah, I felt like that might have been a better route to go than they did. And there are also a couple things in this movie that I feel like could have been a little different. For example, Bruce Wayne actually adopts Dick Grayson, and Dick Grayson calls him Pops and stuff. And I don't know, I just like it better when Dick Grayson calls him Bruce Lane. Like, golly, Bruce, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I prefer Dick Grayson more as a youthful ward than adopted son, but it's okay. I can see it working. Robin's costume origin was really funny in this one. Alfred is also in this movie, and he was probably my favorite character. Like, Robin and Alfred compete for my favorite character in this movie. And Alfred also gets like a lot of screen time and gets to fight robots and stuff, and that was really cool. And he probably has the funniest lines in the movie, if you ask me. Sadly, there is not very much Commissioner Gordon in this movie. He's mainly in the opening scene, and that's kind of sad because I liked him a lot. He had a cool trench coat and stuff. Anyway. But instead, the character that's mainly in his role is Barbara Gordon, and it's a very long time before she becomes Batgirl. Oh yeah, the animation. I felt like it wasn't quite as good as the Lego Movie because it seemed like they tried to smooth it out a bit more and like added a few more frames in places, but as a result, it looks a lot less Lego-y to me. So that might be a thing, but you never know. I might be wrong. Let's see. So overall, I would say that it was a decent movie. Definitely had plenty of parts that made me laugh, but it just wasn't quite as good as the Lego Movie. Another problem I kind of had with it was that it wasn't directly connected to the Lego Movie. Like, I felt like it probably would have been better if it had been about, like, how Batman met Wildstyle and they became boyfriend-girlfriend as, like, a prequel. Or, like, if it took place after and he was, like, trying to get over Wildstyle. That would have been cool. But since it's standalone and doesn't connect to the original movie, I don't know, it kind of feels like there's a bit of a disconnect, if you know what I mean. But then again, Batman was perfect in the Lego Movie, so maybe that's a better thing. Let's see. I think that's all I have to say about it. I could recommend it, but like if you're choosing between going to it or like getting the Lego Movie on DVD, get the Lego Movie. So yeah, I'll be curious for what the Ninjago or Ninjago or however you say its movie will be. Yeah, the previews in this thing were weird and interesting. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will have a Valentine's Eve video out this month, and catch you later.